A pencil takes you to the arid desert of Arabia, and other times, a key on the computer takes you to the busy streets of Latin America. That's right. There has been almost no genre left untouched when former PTA music winner Michael Sears comes up with a new music idea. Some days, his desk is covered in sheets of paper strewn with music notes, and other times, he plucks out ideas on the piano, rocks them on the drum set, and it always helps when the piano's in tune. Sears has his hand in music, expertly playing a spectrum of percussive instruments since 2008. His musical experience varies from indoor drumline, side-by-side, and professionally playing the drums for musical orchestras. Composing music amateurly about a year and a half prior to the Reflections Arts program with the PTA, he wanted to challenge himself with something more. On his high school morning announcements, Sears heard about the competition and began writing. He waited, and waited, and waited to hear if he placed for Indiana. But his first year, he only got participation. He didn't give up, and in 2018, placed first in the nation for musical composition. Not bad for a junior in high school. On top of the national recognition, Sears earned an all-paid-for round trip to New Orleans on his first plane ride ever. Sears couldn't stop hearing the winning tune, the alarm in his head, when he was on his 5-hour flight to the convention center.
The overall concept of the piece of music was about war in the Middle East, particularly international issues with xenophobia, an overall struggle in that area of the world, and that can be enveloped through the movement of the piece itself, going from a faster expression into a ballad and then a recapitulation back. And I think it got first place because of the musical tone I used and the scalier function I used, which is called a gypsy scale, which sounds a lot. It resembles the Middle East very strongly, and I think in that way it stood out very well, but I also think the music's expression very well encapsulated the idea I was portraying.
There, he shook hands with renowned CEOs and representatives. Back home, a lot of his friends didn't think the competition was all that impressive.
When I won first place, I got to shake the hands with the vice president of Google, representatives from Microsoft, the head of the National Association for Music. But a lot of the people before didn't look at it as highly because it was a PTA run event, but afterwards, seeing where someone could go with it, they certainly looked at it a little bit different.
His senior year, he placed third in the nation, but he wasn't upset because he successfully placed a spot in Jacobs School of Music as an audio engineer major. He says his experience with the composition software made his first semester as easy as do, re, mi.